I hear you. So hello, everybody. A lot to say, y'all. A lot to say. Cut my TV up there, make sure I can hear myself talking. A lot to say. Yep. Lord have mercy, y'all. Lord have mercy on your soul. Lord have mercy on your soul. What, team? Y'all see that? 1,000 people watching. You wanna get a channel going? Pick a fight with somebody. Yeah, it don't matter to me. I don't think nothing I say. I don't think nothing I say matters. I am telling you. You know, I mean, I'll get around to some stuff in a minute here. Then all I was trying to do was clear my son's name. And it don't, hey, I mean, it don't matter. There ain't no use. If you standing there and you telling the truth, so let me tell y'all about something one time that'll tie into this. Hey, one time I was driving home from work, and the school was out. And and now they wound up putting, like making it where you can't go so fast, You know, they wound up putting some caution lights and stuff up in front of the school. But it didn't have then. I mean, hell, I wasn't thinking about nothing. And it wasn't it wasn't like this school just let out neither. But there was still cars scooting around and stuff. And I was coming back this way, and there's a road on the right, that was coming into the road I was on. And I seen a girl. She wasn't paying attention. And she pulled up to the stop sign. She didn't come to a complete stop. So consciously, she was doing like what, she just wasn't thinking. She pulled up there, the car that never stopped, and then pulled on out the road, and I ran into her. And there's about 100 youngins gathered up around her. State Patrol was out there, like trying to figure out what happened. That girl pulled out in the road, and I hit her. But when when I hit her, she took her car and backed it up to the stop sign. Like I say, State Patrol was trying to figure it out. I was trying to tell the State Patrol that she pulled out in the road and then backed up. There was 100 high school students saying I just drove over there and hit her. And I mean, they had that State Patrol going for quite a few minutes. And I just went over there and hit her while she was sitting at the stop sign. She was lying too. But I hit her. See, it wasn't a bad wreck, but I hit the other side of her fender, bumper. I hit the other side of her bumper. So if I'd have pulled over there and hit her, and I mean, I would have. So the State Patrol figured out that her car had to be turned out in the road a little bit for me to hit the other side of her bumper. See, when you sitting there telling the truth, and you got a bunch of people like that ain't telling the truth, there ain't no use. I mean, hey man, he like tested me for drinking and driving, but he did figure out that girl did pull up there and then pulled right out in the road, and then she backed up, and that State Patrol was looking at the skid marks. When I hit them skid marks, man, I was right in the center of the road. He figured it out. I went in there and fixed her video up tonight, y'all. Fixed her thumbnail, put the ads on. Hey, I ain't gonna. I'm about done with this. But there's like a couple of things like if you got any common sense whatsoever, you'll be able to see the light. And then there's some people that ain't gonna see the light no matter what. Because I have found out there is some crazy people. I didn't know it till today, this morning. There is some crazy people now. You sick of all the stupid comments? I mean, Lord have mercy, boy. She said she didn't watch nobody she didn't like. I get this now. I'm talking about if you got any sense whatsoever, you're going to be able to figure this one out. She said, I don't watch nobody on YouTube I don't like. She don't like Glenda Sully. How do you think I know about Glenda Sully to start with? You know the shower video where she took the shower? Who you think told me about it? Who you think told me about her in there begging for money? I said, why you watch if you don't like her? And one time there, yeah, I mean, use your common sense, y'all. You know, another woman got on there and she's like going against Glenda Sully. Got a bunch of people watching. She's a money woman. You know, she ain't got her channel monetized. I mean, she don't. I mean, she could have it monetized. She had enough subscribers and everything. And I know she had the watch time. She just, I mean, hell, just picking at Glenda Sully for fun. And hell, mom was watching her too. Matter of fact, the other woman was the hero. And I mean, I don't know how somebody can say, that I don't know how she can sit there and say, I don't know how she can sit there and tell y'all with a straight face she don't watch nobody she don't like. You think I'm over there watching Glenda Sully? I mean, really, y'all. You know them people's like the Ronco man. Remember the Ronco? Used to all them commercials. He'd come up with all these inventions and stuff. And he'd say, how about this right here? I'm going to make the price this right here. And the camera swing around there at the audience and they clapping their hands and shaking their heads forward. Yeah, that's right. And, they paid them people to sit there and clap and nod their head forward, smiling. And that's what we're doing. Lord have mercy. See, I want to let this stuff go, y'all. I mean, I'm not getting nowhere. And I mean, I don't want to be made to look like I'm lying. Tim says too late. She's been watching Glenda Sully for years. But she don't watch nobody she don't like. I mean, I'm like the man in the movie Gator. That man from New York, he looks up at the helicopter. He said, "Can anybody read my lips? Is anybody up there? Hear me?" That wasn't all, y'all. But it don't matter. You know it don't matter? Because here's how it is. People that like you like you. And the people that don't, it don't matter what. And you know them I swear this reminds me of y'all. You know, like I've really seen how crazy these people are today. I mean, you know, the other day when she made the video, I seen all them crazy comments and everything. But this morning I put a video on Steven's channel, you know, last night. And then it hit me. How crazy these people are. I ain't talking about a little crazy. I said, I'm giving up. Trying to clear my son's name. Everybody knows I ain't on here line. The people that know me know I ain't on here line. I know they do. But there's people in here right now telling me he's lying. And man, here's what it reminds me of. If somebody was up like on a building like what you see on TV, you know, or they fitting to jump, you got a bunch of people standing on the ground and they hollering, jump, jump. And I mean, they must really want them to jump, you know what I mean? They saying that. And that's what them comments on Grandma's video remind me of. 5,000 people watching. Where has them 500 people been? Where's them 500 people been? And they all of a sudden show up to watch the man jump off the building. Like, I really do think the devil's involved. And I mean, I believe that. No, it ain't funny, Kathy. You know, I don't ought to care what I say. And Steven's over there making a living on off YouTube. He needs his money. He don't have money in the bank. And I try to clear his name. And I can't do it. Them people is saying, jump, jump, I dare you to jump. And boys and girls, she said she wasn't mad. Can't you see, Breeze? I know that there's people that believe what I'm saying. I mean, boy, her being mad is what caused everything. And she was mad. About as mad as you can get. Not necessarily so much about me putting the video on Stephen's channel. It was about that trailer over there. But I mean, that what mad is what fueled everything. And Tammy Dolan, she's up there talking to the preacher. You know, the preacher's praying for her. And then make me out a lie in front of 1,000 people. She don't watch nobody she don't like. I imagine the preacher knows what's going on. There's a good many of them people there at the church. You know, this is juicy stuff, y'all. 1,000 people watching. She's usually got around 500 people. And you go from 500 people to 1,000 people. You want to get a YouTube channel going? You go pick a fight with somebody. I ain't told one single lie. But I do know it don't matter. Trying to take the stain off my son. Trying to take the stain off my son. And hey, there ain't nothing I said made no difference whatsoever. YouTube is his livelihood. You know when the last time there's 1,000 people watching? I remember y'all. Me and Stephen was down there. See, you know, like I said something about she hates Glenda Sutherland. She does. She actually does. And I seen Kathy get on there and says, when Danny says hate, he actually means dislike. And that's true. Man, yeah, she don't like her. But if you say hate, I never say use the word hate. Hey, that might be true. You know, like you kind of talking about splitting hairs. Hate and dislike's about the same thing, isn't it? Ain't that about the same thing? And it's splitting hairs, you know. Danny's line ain't never said hate. And I mean, if you want to walk off of me in a fight, you ain't gonna get the last lick on me. Hate's a little stronger. I think they kind of mean about the same thing. They don't mean the same thing to me. I always thought how lucky to have a son and a grandson that does so much to help. And Tammy, she's blessed too. I thought the same thing. There's people on I put a video on Steven's channel last night, kind of explaining everything. And I can't hardly help it, you know. I've thought about it until it all about makes sense to me. I don't think it was all the video I put on Steven's channel from her channel. I don't think it's all the mobile home she's got over there, Steven. She wanted to get the stuff out. I think like she's doing 3 videos a week. She helping Tammy 2 times a week. She's watching all these videos. She's watching Steven. She's watching me. She's watching Tim. She's watching Kathy. She's watching Glenda Sully. And that's about a full-time job. That's about a full-time job. And I mean, I don't know if y'all seen the video I made on Steven's channel, but Steven's got so many people after him. You know, didn't want to be associated with Steven. She's got so many people. Steven's got so many people after him. I simply don't think she wants that mess coming to her channel. At least that's what I thought. You know, as good as she's doing, 1,000 people watching. Ain't been 1,000 people watching in 3 years, y'all. Hell, keep throwing me and Steven under the bus. The cash register's ringing. And I guarantee you, y'all, I could say that's a good TV right there. And them crazy people would say something different. I mean, I'm talking about that's a kind of wild statement, but like that's how they think. And does everybody know the whole reason I got on here and said something? If I'd have known what I know now, I wouldn't have let y'all know we was mad. I would have just let y'all say, "Where's Tammy? Where's Grandma? Where's Tammy? Where's Grandma? Where's Tammy? Where's Grandma?" I'd just let y'all say it. Because that's why I got on here and said what I said. To keep everybody from asking. And there's actually people saying, like, you ought to keep that off of YouTube. Them's the ones that would be asking, "Where's Tammy? Where's Grandma? How come Tammy ain't down there no more? How come Grandma ain't on your video no more?" Them's the ones that would be asking. And I thought I was doing everybody a favor. Hey, and this is what happened. We got mad. She said she didn't get mad. So I want to sell you as a little island on the river bridge, uh, uh, on the river down here, just up from the river bridge. I want to sell that piece of property. If you think she didn't get mad, I want to sell that little bit of property to you. You might actually want to buy it. Lord have mercy. Now, I wasn't going to get on here and say a word tonight, y'all, until I heard two things down there tonight that I know ain't true. I done talked to Tammy. Told Tammy it didn't matter. Wasn't getting nowhere. People believe what they want to believe. It don't matter if you right or it don't matter if you wrong. I was going to hang it up. She wants the preacher to pray for me and her. But it's like in the boxing match where they get kind of tied up together and Raph tries to break them up. And during the breakup, you punch the other. I'm talking about, do y'all understand what I just said? Referee's trying to get them apart and get them apart a little bit, and the other punches the other. But pray for me and my son. But I'm going to kick him this one last time. And them people believe in her, boy. They'll put their hand on a stack of Bibles. Them people will put their hand on a stack of Bibles that I'm the one lying. She don't realize she may have a room full of trolls and folks that like that. You know what the problem is, Dapping? You know what the problem is I emptied out her block bin. Y'all seen the Ghostbusters when they shut the grid off and all the ghosts was coming back in the city? That's that's pretty good thinking there, Dapping, because that's exactly what it is. Y'all should have been blocking him instead of just taking the comment down, because they'll be back. I mean, they can still watch. I mean, they just can't get on there and, cause havoc. I was watching. I went in there. I ain't watched a video from the other day, and I'm probably never gonna watch it. Jamie come in and told me this morning, she wanted a preacher to pray for me and her. I said, okay. I said, it ain't working anyway. No matter how hard I try to clear my son's name, clear the stain off of him, I can't do it. Well, I mean, I went in there and fixed up a thumbnail. Could have had though. Got kicked in the nuts. Again. Trying to clear my son. Sometimes I used to feel like this sometimes, y'all. It's been a pretty good while. I felt like getting in your truck and driving till you run out of gas. Cause see, when I used to think about it, I didn't have much money. Not that I got a lot now, but then when I used to think about it, didn't hardly have no money. But I thought about like getting in my truck and driving till I run out of gas. And then get out and leave the truck and start walking. I've thought about that quite a few times, you know. Oh, it's too soon to talk, Carol. Yeah, I wondered if anybody else ever felt like that. What about Steve and y'all? And he was completely innocent. He should have went on over there sooner and got that stuff out of that mobile home. And this might not never happen. You know, and I bet you $5,000. I bet you $5,000 when I get off this video tonight, there'll be some person saying, you should ask Grandma before you put a video on Steven's channel. Do your own channel and leave Grandma's alone. You know, when I was making that video to put on, yeah, you know, when I was making that video last night that I put on Steven's channel, you know, I meant to put in there, don't tell me to don't take no more videos. I shouldn't be messing with Grandma's videos. And I just forgot to do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal is about Cody, you know. Like, well, all of a sudden, don't get me wrong. She's talked about him in the past and stuff, but like right now, real hot and heavy. I don't, I don't know what that's about there. Shoot, man, what are you talking about, Miss Girl? I'm still up. Her channel has jumped up $1,000 more per month now. It was 900. It's 1,000 now. $1,000 more dollars a month. You know what I think? You know what I think, y'all? I think next time she's on there, she ought to say, I was driving, gonna go to the store and get me a Coca-Cola. And I passed Danny on the way, and he tried to run me off the road. Wouldn't they love it? They'll maybe have 2,000 people watching by the end of the week. I'm joking, but man, you see, there ain't been 1,000 people watching since me and Stephen was down there. I know everything she watches on YouTube, y'all. Christopher, I know everything she watches. There's people convinced that I'm doing this for money. I don't need the money that bad. But I don't want my son's reputation stained neither. Everybody's subscribers is up. I had this laptop open here of hers a while ago. Everybody's subscribers is way up. Way up. It's just too damn bad. That's what doing it. I talked to somebody this morning on the phone. Said, what? What do? What do people like? Well, the number one thing they like. It's all pass. It's winding down. Yeah, I think she owes Steve an apology too, but I don't think it'll happen. People send me a message telling me stuff. And then say, don't say I said it. You know what that's like to me? It's like a man having a woman over there in the trailer park. He goes and sees, but he says, don't tell nobody. Because they don't want their reputation ruined. Ain't nothing like truth, is it, y'all? There is every crazy person in the world has diagnosed Mama, diagnosed me, diagnosed Tammy, diagnosed Stephen, with all kind of different things. I'm mean. I'm doing it for money. I don't remember what exactly Stephen is, you know. You know what a good channel team has got? Tammy got good, clean channel. Doing good work. People unsubscribed. I gained subscribers. And to tell you the truth, about as many subscribers as Tammy lost, I gained. Something is wrong with this world. You know, I mean, somebody sit there and type, hen peck, leaving a comment. Man, I mean, I wouldn't doubt for 30 minutes sitting there hen pecking, leaving a comment. I don't know that the world's gonna keep on going like it's going. Oh, there's a lady I was talking to, the same woman I was talking to this morning. I had just got to sleep, but I woke up to talk to her because I thought something was wrong. She's telling me about these YouTubers like going at it, boy. And they are doing a whole lot better than the normal YouTuber. I mean, got money coming in, son, left and right. On hate. Getting rich. There's this man on there. I know him a little bit. Kathy told me he had 20,000 people watching. And you can tell he's lazy and stuff. But he's like saying, I need money so I can go do this and investigate that. And hell he did. I don't know about investigating nothing. But he brung in a pile of money to go. And he went live. 20,000 people watching. He's laughing. He cuts the camera off and he's laughing. Them women is fighting. They cut their cameras off and says, I can't believe how stupid them people is. But you be on here and just be a normal person. See how easy it is. I heard my daddy talking about a long time ago. I don't know how long this old world's gonna keep going. You know, the stuff you see on the news and all that, you know. You don't, like, you know, from just what you see and stuff, you know, you would think that like the whole world's bad from what you see on TV. Well, it's not. There's, like there's communities and stuff, that's, you know, doing for the homeless and cooking and feeding them, and churches like taking up donations for people. But bad has near about took over the world. I mean, it seems like it, don't it? I had a brother, y'all, and here's how my daddy was. I was talking to the team about it a while ago, and it was always like this. He was either with me, he's either talking with me or talking with my brother. Never both of us at the same time. And I didn't know why that had to be. Like my two youngers, I'm not on one of them's side talking about the other. And then next week I jump over to the other side and talk about the other. That sounds kind of crazy. I bet y'all know something about that. I bet y'all seen stuff like that before. Let me know, Tammy, you see anybody that's been done like that. Does that ring a bell with anybody? Hey, swap favors back and forth. Hey, boy, Tammy's been trying to keep a lid on it, on everything. She has. The honest one that's done right the whole time is the one that lost the most subscribers. How in the hell do you like that, Tammy? And say that again. The honest one has tried to. She ain't just tried. She ain't said nothing. Is the one that lost the subscribers. Hell, me and Steve and Mama picked up a bunch of subscribers. Everything will die down. It already is. The bad thing is everybody's seen a lot of stuff that you won't forget. We'll be back eating Thanksgiving dinner. People have a bad taste in their mouth out of all this. I actually thought I was doing the right thing by letting everybody know why Tammy wasn't going to be down there and why Grandma wasn't going to be up here. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was doing y'all a favor, letting y'all know. But I realize now, I just should have let y'all wonder. Wonder, you know. But now everybody knows. And you shouldn't have done that. I don't think it matters that much what you do. There's gonna be somebody on the comments talking about, you shouldn't mess with your mama's channel. You got your own channel. You need to ask her for permission. Ain't nobody got to worry about it no more. So I don't want to have 25 comments about, you have your own channel. Leave her channel alone. Don't nobody have to leave no comment about that no more. I didn't see no harm. And people come to see Stephen, they come to the concert that night. That video I put on Stephen's channel that I took down. People come to see Stephen. You would actually think that I took something worth something. That video didn't have many views. The video's still up. It's still on our channel, yeah. You would think I took it down and stole it. Now, wouldn't you? Hey there, Peter. I say, Tammy and Grandma ain't gonna be on another channel no more. Why? Why come they ain't gonna be on the channel no more? I told a little bit, and that wasn't enough. I told a little more. I told a little more. And I told a little more. And I'm actually still sitting here telling. And there ain't no use. The only one that done the right thing was sweet little Tammy. And she lost subscribers. Tammy said they needed to go anyway. I mean, Steven ain't, he ain't, he ain't done that. Tammy's it went right on. She'll be live tomorrow. She'll overcome them, I swear, y'all, it looks like the same exact amount of subscribers Tammy lost, I gained. It's almost like them people left from her and come over here. The same number. And like I'm talking about on this channel, y'all, how do you lose 2 subscribers on Friday and gain 20 on Saturday? Tell me. How do you lose 2 on Friday and the very next day gain 20? They ought to be a song wrote about this. But they liable to be. Hard rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell. That's what it seems like is going on, don't it? Let me tell y'all something. I ain't been saying nothing, so let me tell y'all something now. Y'all know how Muhammad Ali ran his mouth. Some people loved him. I always liked him. I did want somebody one day to put that glove, see if they could fit it in his mouth. But man, he ran his mouth. And he got beat one day. And after the fight, they went in there and like he was holding a baby. I said, look at him. And he was, y'all. He was holding a baby. And everybody thought, like, look at how precious he is. He lost a fight, and it don't even matter. Look at him holding the baby. Now, what he doing is he got his mouth shut up, and that's all he could do. If he'd have won that fight, he'd be up there running his mouth. After that fight, he'd be up there running his mouth. But he lost. I don't enjoy picking on my mama. And I don't want my son tarnished neither. Y'all hear me? There ain't no winners. There ain't no winners, y'all. And I don't want my son that don't even know he done nothing wrong brung down in the fact. That don't even know he done nothing wrong. The only thing he done wrong, y'all, is he should have went on down there and got that stuff out of that mobile home. Or she had asked him a bunch of times until she done got mad about it. That mobile home is why we all here right now. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what she says. That's why we here. She got mad. Hey G, are you joking or do you need to be blocked? Hey y'all, I don't want a bunch of crazy people on my channel. Sir, I think you are trying to do good to secure the next generation, your great grandchildren, and you do this by sharing one another's success. Yeah, I thought we was a team, you know. So now it's me and Stephen and Tammy a team. I don't understand why disrespectful, mean comments are being allowed tonight about Miss Helen. You all. Hey, Tammy, read that. I mean, I ain't seen nobody saying nothing bad about her. Yeah, I ain't seen nobody saying nothing bad about her. These people in here, they was all in Grandma's channel tonight. Every one of them. Every one of them was in Grandma's video tonight, chatting over there. I don't, I don't see how you see that. And I mean, there's a couple things said that, like, I know was wrong. I don't think they was wrong. I know they was wrong. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, y'all don't say that. Y'all don't say that. Don't say that, y'all. I got you, Florida Nana. I got you now. Yeah, y'all don't say that. You like to do me for a minute there, Florida Nana. I mean, I don't want to be made to look like I'm mine. You know what I mean? She said she don't watch nobody she don't like. And I know that ain't true. And what's that on? Timmy on the, you mean chat or comments? All right, Timmy, listen. What you see on TV is chat. What you see after the video is comments. So tell me again, I'll tell them just what Cody said. Cody, go ahead. Okay. Oh, I guess Tammy's looking at Grandma's comment. Cody wants to know where's the other grandchildren. Is there any other ones? I don't ever hear none of them's name. You know that Stephen is a grandson. I'm sure he is. Stephen says think Cody's aggravated. I mean, I'm mad at he is. Yeah, you know how you hit your forehead and say, I should have had a V8. I should have let everybody just wonder what happened. You can't fix everything. You can't fix everything. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't been laughing too much, I can tell you. Like, everything's okay until you make me out a lie. Yeah, that's right, Yolanda. Didn't you just hear what I said, Pamela Carpenter? Did you hear me say she made me out a lie on her video tonight? And then I gotta get on here and prove I wasn't lying. And I did. If you didn't see me prove I wasn't lying, you need to go back and watch. Hey, I'll put it behind me, but I don't want no lies told on me, and it's just left that I lied. I ain't lied about nothing I said. I'm talking about all this time. I ain't told one lie. Yeah, Tony's got a good question there, Pamela. If Tony said you was a liar too, what would you say? I want to see your answer there, Pamela. What if you was made into a lie in front of 1,000 people? And hurry up, answer. I ain't got much time here. I'm waiting on you. Hurry up, Pamela. I'm waiting. I know what you do. Same thing anybody else would do. So, I mean, don't hand me that. They don't nobody want to be made out of line. They telling the truth. Jamie said, funny how she ain't got nothing to say now. Hey, I did. If you was listening, baby, I did prove it. I don't know nothing about no Glenda Sully. I care as much about Glenda Sully as I do a leaf on my tree outside there in the yard. Watching her begging for money. And I mean conning people too, boy. You can listen to her tell she's lying. They don't. They didn't answer, did they, y'all? That Pamela didn't answer. I put you on the. Hey, Pam, I'll put you on the thing and let you come into the room here and let you tell us all about it. See, it's just like with the boxing. And they get wrapped up hugging one another. We're going to have a clean break. If you punch me while we getting out the break, I'm going to get you back. Really, I'm kind of surprised at that. I really am kind of surprised at that. Grandma, if you want a clean break, you better let's have a clean break. Do it to me. Ain't nothing I can do, Steve. I'm doing my best, son. Thousand people watching. 800 cheering her on. Ain't nothing I can do, son. Try not to worry about it, Steve. Just go and do your video, son. Do like your mama. I don't want no idiots putting nothing on my comments. When I get off this video, I don't want no idiots on my comments telling me nothing about what I ought to do. I'm so tired of looking at idiot comments. I go outside and turn a backwards flip off the porch. Just keep doing your videos like you're doing, son. You're gaining new subscribers. And I mean, you need some brand new, you need like new people coming in. Them people leaving all them ugly comments. Ain't never gonna be. I mean, it's never gonna change. It's never gonna change. It'll get straightened out, see. It is heartbreaking. Stephen said, being crapped on is just another day in the office for me. He showed he's had more done to him than anybody I ever seen, y'all. And hell, he just standing there making videos. Ain't saying nothing about nobody. Just standing there making videos. It's hard to ignore, Miss Carol. I didn't know. And hey y'all, I mean I ain't just saying this right here. I didn't know there were so many crazy people. Hey, good night, kid. I mean, man, go look at Grandma's comments. I swear I didn't know there was that many crazy people on YouTube. Hey, I knew it was, I knew it was way off from a normal mind. But I didn't know that there was that many crazy people. I tell you something I thought about. And I ain't joking either. I thought about this morning. About them crazy people. It's like you knew one of them and you just walked behind them at the grocery store. I bet you they'd be stopping and looking at people and talking to themselves. I bet you they'd be in there 2 hours. Where you normally just go on in there and pick everything up you need. I bet you they'd be in there 2 hours. I bet you they'd have one of them little bags that strap around your waist that you put stuff in, like when you go to Six Flags and stuff. I bet you they all got one of them. And I bet you there's a man sitting in the parking lot chewing tobacco with stuff all in the back window. Hubcaps gone off the car. Sitting there. That's right, a fanny pack. You know, sitting out here in the car waiting for his wife, like, Nothing don't matter. You walk over there, got the back of juice running down the side of his lip. That's what I think about them people on grandmas, them people on that comments. I am telling you, that's what I think. That ain't a little of what I think. That's what I think. Hey, boy, I ain't joking. Sit there for 30 or 45 minutes writing a message out, a hate message. I think I saw that guy at Walmart yesterday. Hey, y'all, I ain't joking now. I mean, man, I ain't joking. I seen a man and a woman, you know. About like these people that's leaving comments on grandma's, uh, the comments, not the chat. I was out there, the woman was in the car trying to back a boat down the boat ramp. And her husband was out there. You could tell they wasn't all together there, you know. And me and William was up there watching. And we got to laughing. That woman that backed that boat trailer down there, and the boat would go over to the right. She'd pull forward, then it'd go over to the left. She couldn't back that boat up to save her life. She opened up the car, hollering at her husband. He's hollering back over there at her. They get in, they knock down, drag out. 50 people done come up there and started watching them. And they didn't care one bit that 50 people was out there laughing like hell at them out there arguing, trying to put the boat in the water. I had a camper, they were camping too. They had a tent. Hey, I'm telling you, PB, I mean, I believe this. I mean, man, I ain't joking. I believe this. And I had a dog up there. She had a dog too, that woman did. She said, your dog come over here and ate some of my dog's dog food. I said, he did. Yeah. You want to know what I think? That's what I think. You could just follow him around, Tim, in old Nova. Stuff all in the back window. And if they leave one store, follow them to the next, hit go live. You'd be a millionaire following them around. Especially like if you could get in with them and say, look here, I'll give you $25 if you'll let me get in the car with you. And we're going to run this camera right here while you go around. Woman go in the grocery store. The man sit over there in the car. He sees a trash dumpster over there on the side of the grocery store. And he gets to thinking. He sees somebody go out there and put some stuff in the trash dumpster. Was that collard greens he put in there? So you know what? They don't like me anyway, so I might as well tell the truth, hadn't I? You know the deal. If they don't like you, they not never gonna like you. So might as well go ahead and say what I really think. I really kind of surprised Grandma's going along with all that. I really am. Not the stuff they saying, boy. Grandma ain't that bad, boy. She ain't that bad, y'all. I mean, she can't get on there and say nothing. That woman had like some kind of bass sticker on the side of her boat. She said, I'm a member of this right here. I said, oh yeah. I said, how much that run you? I said, I need me a sticker like that go on the side of my boat. Hey, me and William was up there one day. Now this man had about a $500 old boat, Must have been 30 years old. And he backed this boat trailer in the water. Like I say, I mean, this was about a 1970 boat. Me and William was watching. He was laughing over there, laughing like hell. That man backed that boat in the water. It was two men. But the man that owned the boat, he was standing there on the boat ramp. And, somebody else was backing the, so he had somebody with him. And they was the one backing the boat in there. And they backed it in there, but didn't back it in there far enough. But it backed enough to it come off the trailer a little bit. And he thought the thing was off the trailer, and it was about halfway off it. And then he pulled forward and it drugged the foot of the motor on the concrete. That man, the one on the boat, he hollered up here. He said, hey, that foot on that boat motor ain't but about $800. William looked at me and laughed. He said, the whole boat ain't worth $500. William was laughing. I bet you $100 he still remembers it. And you see some stuff at the boat ramps now. We seen one man take off one day, his boat stood straight up. And I mean straight up. Everything in there fell out and fell in the water. Everything he had in that boat. I ain't never seen a boat do that, that bad. I was looking at Lona's comment. I was talking about, somebody was talking about wanting her to explain. Yeah, okay. I don't really know how to pronounce that name there. Hey, is that Jean? Jen? Hey, y'all, everything's gonna be all right. You know, them same people writing them comments. They sitting in a recliner that when you get up, it's molded to their butt. It ain't it ain't even got no cushion no more. They got 2 or 3 plates sitting over there on a coffee table. Yeah, I've been telling the truth, and then I also been not telling just what I think. You know what I mean? They sitting there waiting for grandma to come on. Got them plates over there on the coffee table. They got pants on and a dress. And what you call them things when you cook, them a smock and an apron on. Pants, a dress, and an apron. You know, I give a damn busted, you know. You know who busted it, y'all? Them crazy commenters. I realized people that are with you are with you. If you think I need them on my channel, or Stevens, or Tammy's, for money or views, you thinking wrong. We are gonna make it, me, Tammy, and Steven. We are gonna make it. One way or another. One way or another. I am so tired of seeing stupid, crazy comments. I wished I could fix it where y'all could delete them and block them myself. I blocked so many stupid people on Steven's channel this morning. You wouldn't believe it. They telling you what they think and don't have a clue to even halfway what they talking about. Somebody on there talking about done diagnosed grandma with hardening of the arteries. I'm talking about she thinks she is a doctor. And she is watching grandma at the grocery store with her husband sitting out there in the car with no hubcaps. And she diagnosed grandma and informs me grandma might have hardening of the arteries. Now you think that ain't retarded? I couldn't get my hand on the mouse quick enough to block her. Seen her on my channel over there saying something else and didn't have a clue. Not a clue. If I fall on the floor laughing, I can't get up. He's terrible, ain't he? I done run a bunch of them out of here. I don't care, yo. Hey, I don't care. You know, they just listening to. I'm thinking about making a comment on that. I listen to you very careful. I think I might make a comment on that. What was that he said? My car didn't have no hubcaps on it. You know what? You know, like this right here is like Donald Trump in the news, y'all. I think Donald Trump, when he's up there talking, he ought to say at least one thing. Like, just to mess with the news. Because they'll report it. Say like, you know what? When my time in office is up, I believe I'm just going to stay in there 4 more years. I mean, I would give them something. Every time I went up there, that mic, I would make the news people look like the biggest idiots because they were reporting it. They would report that. Breaking news. Donald Trump said when his time limit's up, he is not leaving the White House. And they would run with it, buddy. Now I get up there and say something every time. I get up there and say the dumbest thing I could think of, at least one dumb thing. They can get on the comments and say, well, Donald Trump, you know, you really can't stay in office 4 more years because Melania won't let you, and it's in the Constitution that you can't stay 4 more years, so you really have to leave. That's what them people with the no hubcaps would be doing. And I mean, serious as a heart attack, boy. I ain't playing. Be serious as a heart attack. Every other president has abided by the rules. I'm going to put that in the comments, huh? Every other president has abided by the rules. But you being a dictator and all, I can understand why you are not planning on leaving that White House. You will be took out. They will get the army to come take you out. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? This is the kind of crazy comment stuff I'm talking about. Do I care? No. No. Good night, Sea Breeze. They never liked me nohow. They never liked Stephen. They never liked Tammy. When he gets off, I'm going to tell him, don't be messing with Grandma's channel. She has the right to her own channel, and you shouldn't be taking videos off of her channel or doing nothing on her channel, and she really should just disown you. And I bet you think I'm joking. I ain't joking. You come out here and look at the comments, y'all. You come out here later and look at the comments. There'll be people telling you the wildest stuff you ever seen in your life. Shame on you for not letting nobody lie on you. You ought to be ashamed. Won't let nobody tell a lie on you. You ought to throw them off of that land. You know, somebody actually said that. Somebody actually said that. We've been living here about 40 years. And somebody actually said she needs to throw us off of this land. See, when I'm talking about crazy, I ain't talking about just a little bit. I do my best, Steve. It ain't no use, son. Get on there and do your videos. Keep your head up. Don't look back. We will survive. Good night, everybody.